Hello, good evening. It is 10 p.m. and I am still learning about the differences between Ontario and Quebec. Have Having had this great experience in Montreal, and then having been stuck in Toronto for so long, and not having being able to connect or have fun or conversation or go to activities on the Ontarian side. The lifestyle is completely different here. So I'm trying to put words on that, how different it is. And I made a video before about talking about how individualism is stronger here, and it's more about getting to the finish line before other people. And it's less as solidarity attitude that you want to help each other out. Or I think in Montreal or Quebec at this time of year, we're in the vacation, starting for vacation time. And usually, this is the time where people would just drop everything and just go have fun, go for activities, go for the parks, the water parks, they just and there's a big chance that you're going to be invited to those activities. But here, I've been here 12 years and I've never been invited to activities during this time of year. I always had to do my own planning and scheduling and deciding what I'm going to be doing, and it's mostly alone. So at this time, I'm focused on the exercise, so going for runs and training. But I feel stuck. And after 12 years of intense, intense going through the programs and trying to get out of the street, I'm still at the point where I need to go to the drop in, and the food there is terrible, and people are terrible. So I'm thinking, why am I not moving forward? Why am I not putting steps? I mean, I've been putting effort for so long, and I'm not achieving like what I want. I'm not getting closer. It feels like to a better position, I guess. And my recent experiences in Ottawa have only confirmed that there's a very big misunderstanding between the Anglophone culture and the Francophone culture. So, being being able to socialize in French is a priority, and I do have that a little bit on the weekend, but only for not even 2 hours, and I don't think that's enough because in Quebec that's what we value. We value time off and socializing, but in Ontario people would say that no, you need to get to the point. We don't have time for that. They get really, it's like they're being stung by mosquitoes when you're trying to socialize with them because they feel like this is not productive. We need to plan the future. We need to plan our retirement. We need to uh, get. We need to be talking about our legacy, or we need to talk about our what we bring to society. and it has to be targeted towards productivity. And so I have actually just an example in uh, this place that it's supposed to be arts focused, arts training. We were in a choir, and there's a girl there I started to talk to a bit just to try to get to know. And she says she's really upset because she's looking for something else. She doesn't want to talk to me. She says, if I'm not, if I don't have connections in the music industry, if I'm not a qualified manager or somebody that can help her with her career to make her advance and make more money or have a better position, then there's really no point. She's just really pissed off that, well, I'm not the type that she's looking for. She's looking for somebody that's gonna get her to that position, to that title. So it's really hard to socialize, and I'm trying to socialize in Ottawa as well, and it's the same thing. It's no time for this, and there's not. I don't feel like there's that warmth or cordiality. Or I was talking about the host attitude that you're kind of. There's no. There does socializing is to socialize. It's not to for a purpose. It's just to exchange things, talk about whatever, and it's not supposed to be focused on productivity or result. So people that are in Ontario don't seem to understand that. They want to avoid the socializing if it's not in that focus. And when they do talk, they talk about jobs, education, their American dream. They can't seem to be able to socialize without having this bias that has to do with their position in society, their position in the hierarchy, their how much money they make, what category they are, what neighborhood they are they being able to afford this or that, like weddings, graduations. They see their life. It seems like it's major life events that they're trying to fit in and stack up into their life. Like, okay, graduation, university, my dream job, my dream home, retirement, maybe trip across the world. Or so they see that whatever is not helping them to achieve those landmarks, it's not worth wasting time on. They think that if you're just socializing to decompress or like drink something and talk during a meal on whatever the topic, maybe debate whatever conversation is trending, or talk about music or whatever, then you're wasting your time. You're wasting our time, and time is money, and we should be making money. So that is really, it's really a culture shock for me. It's really uncomfortable for me. And that's what I miss most, I guess, from Quebec. It's the warmth of the people. I miss the, I miss how people enjoy activities and hobbies and get-togethers. So it's much more easy to be, like I said, joining a party or a concert and be invited in different adventures. We don't have to have this protocol that, okay, well, if you're not fitting in this or that, then you can't really be a part of it or whatever. It's less formal, and we are can do it organically. We don't have to make it official. We can experience it without making it a official or a big deal. Uh, and as for hierarchy in Quebec, is if you're francophone, if you can speak French well, and your roots are Quebecois, then I guess that's the higher class. That's the higher social class. Uh, so we don't need titles to add to that. So people that are poor, they don't get discriminated. People are gonna be. That's you need to be helping them. That's the thing. And so many people are homeless in Ottawa, and it seems like people they don't think in that way of helping those people. So uh, in Toronto, same thing. And one thing also I can add is that a lot of people tell me that, oh, everything you do is so fantastic. Uh, Whenever I do anything, I was like doing a scribble that is really ugly, and people are like, oh, wow, I can't believe it. You're so talented. And I thought, okay, I'm maybe I am good at certain things, but this is not good work. I cannot say that this is good work, but people would say that's great work. But I don't think that think, I don't think that they truly believe it. I think they're just polite. They're trying to be polite. So I get a lot of compliments, but in the facts, I don't get invited. I don't get my basic needs. I don't get my housing correctly. So the words are nice, but the they don't show. I'd rather have somebody really give me a result, a positive result, an improvement to my life, or show that they really enjoy spending time with me or whatever, than uh, saying nice words that I don't know if they believe or not. So for me, people that are focused on getting their university degree and that they are really ambitious is a big turn off for me. It's really a loser mentality in my opinion. So these are people that in Quebec they get bullied because nobody likes somebody that's too zealous in achieving those types of things. So uh, so I was reading also that okay for gastronomy there's one of the traditions would be drinking wine and eating cheese and bread, like apéro type of thing, where people socialize and drink and eat, and the debate things also, and have fun, and they enjoy. They have whatever that gives them pleasure. That's what they're gonna be valuing. So trying to make it beautiful things, surrounded by beautiful things, enjoying beautiful music, sophisticated things, sophisticated food, and uh, and Anglophones are not focused on enjoying life like that. They would think that go to work, what you're doing, And so, for example, when I was harassed recently, it was all about you're taking advantage of the system, go to work, you're lazy, etc. But the the that's just cutting short anything that has to do with enjoyment, express even emotional expressions, or using the language. Uh, so I guess we are more hedonistic, and enjoy taking time off, for example, and we are gonna be focused on whatever is our interests, maybe uh, things like that. So, yeah, we are more focused, of course, on the history and our pride of, like, you watch the Saint Jean Baptiste, for example, you can see that there's a pride of being French, and we are close to France in that, and we love our language, our poetry, and things like that. But Ontario is not like that. So it's just I don't want to be hating on people, and maybe people that are listening to this are gonna say, "Oh, uh, it's that type of person," and maybe they're gonna be angry at them or things like that. I don't want to be provoking hate like that, or racism, or. Uh, but I'm just saying that I'm having a hard time to adapt, even after 12 years of being here. So uh, there's a lot to say about how stuck I feel, and that I have trouble with functioning outside of Quebec.